I recently made a very major life decision in my life based on what I felt like what what I felt like was guides and information coming through. And this has triggered a lot of fearful parts in the aftermath of the changes that I'm having to make in my life because of this decision. And in that process, I've kind of like I feel like I've lost connection with that the guide or and those fearful parts are now kind of like saying that wasn't a guide, that was just another part of self. And um, I guess I am looking to understand if that was more of a guide or a part of self, or even if it's just higher self versus guide. I mean, because I know that those are kind of intermixed, um, but not just a part of, this incarnation talking to me. Um, and I guess having an, understanding if how are is this part a guide, higher self, or a part? Um, and then how can I reconnect with that part of that heart self that I feel like was much more confident in leading and help all of these? How can I help the multitude of these fearful parts that are coming up now? Because they're very overwhelming, and I'm even questioning whether or not is this even stuff that I'm processing from this individual incarnation, or is this more multiple incarnations of stuff coming up to be healed in this lifetime?
What would you like to say to this? Okay, they're talking about there are many parts here who are very polarized around this, as you well know. They're saying that these parts need some compassion, need some witnessing, need some connection, need some loving heart energy. Spend time with those for it is crucial to their well-being and your system's path forward through this. Okay, through this, through this, through this, through this. What are you saying here? They're saying there's a journey that this will take you on, and you will be brought along that journey. And when they're saying that, they're saying that your guides are always with you in a multitude of ways. Sometimes, yes, you are spoken directly to. Other times, it is just supporting you. And when they say that, they're showing it happening in many ways. Okay, can you make this a little more clear for me? Sometimes there's just a supportive energy around you, or that even comes through you that you may not even be aware of. Like they're showing the mind not at all connecting sometimes with what's coming through or what's happening, or maybe there's like a subtle awareness, but there's not that clarity around it. And they're saying, and yet it's still there, it's still there, it's still there. But then they're also showing somebody says something to you, but it's like the guides dropped in through that person, so that way they said something. It was something that they said that you needed to hear in the moment to allow something to shift within you, either in that moment or a little bit later. They're talking about bringing experiences to you, whatever it is that you need. They're always with you, directly and indirectly. supporting you in whatever way you can take in that support. Okay, what are you saying here? Okay, make this a little more clear for me. Yeah, they're talking about connecting with the polarized parts, and they're showing like spending time connecting with them from your heart, your heart energy. Like they're saying, put your hand on your heart when you connect with them and like spend time with both ends of it, all ends of it. If there are other polarizations in there, I get the sense that there actually may be quite a bit up around this as opposed to just two individual sides. Um, they're saying when that calms, when that then they're talking about like it's like they don't they're talking about how they don't necessarily need to be freed completely of their burdens. They just need to be witnessed enough and to receive enough of your heart energy to that they feel okay. It's like they unburden a little in the process of that, and it's just enough to allow them to come down some in their polarized stances. So instead of them being up out here, they're able to just kind of come down over here. And when that happens, the path forward will be much more clear, they're saying. Much, much, much more clear. Okay, they're pausing there.
Okay. Um, I guess just to have a little bit more clarification is this to be able to really be there and hold that space for those parts? Like, is this just, I mean, is this, it feels like it's more than just this lifetime.
What do you want to say to that? They're saying you will discover the answers to that when the time is right. And they're showing like something out here. They're saying follow the path forward and you will get there. They're saying it's essential that it happen here. There's something about having the awareness at that right time that it allows other parts to come forward at that time. There's something really important, and the parts that come forward when it's discovered at that time, when it's understood, learned, whatever at that time. There's something really, really, really important. Like I'm not getting details, but how do I want to put this? It feels deeply essential within my heart that about these parts coming forward and that it has to happen at that time for them to be able to come forward. There's like something really essential and beautiful here. And it just, I mean, it just feels non-negotiable. Like this, I just feel it in my heart as like this is where it needs to happen. And then they're also saying and why and when and how it needs to happen. It's just over here. Okay, they're pausing there.
Okay. I guess is there the possibility of saying is my current like my currently on that path?
Their
Yeah, I
words were,
get it.
oh, yes, you are always on that path.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Always, 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 always. And they're coming back to like them supporting you. They're like, you can try to go off the path, but you're not going to get very far.
Okay.
It's like they're going to lovingly turn. It's like you start going off around the path, and then they just keep you turning until you turn back on the path. It's like they are always going to lovingly guide you back onto that path.